So this one, guys, this one's gonna get interesting. So Paul is gonna get on his soapbox for this one. So pretty much, and I don't know why, I will read it to you right here. Marvel fans have reached in anger and dismay at plans to feature an AI likeness of the late comic book legend Stan Lee at an upcoming LA Comic Con. As you guys can see here, here's kind of what it's going to look like. It's going to be a hologram, and you can have conversations with Stan Lee. But
Hmm.
additionally, reading this is from IGN, a recreation of Lee will be present at the show via a partnership between technology company Proto Hologram and Cartoon Studios, which owns the rights to Lee's likeness. Fans will then be able to meet and have a conversation with the hologram, with tickets costing 15 and $20 for a 3-minute chat. But despite reassurance from Cartoon that this AI powered version of Stan Lee will be faithful to the spirit of the much missed man, many Marvel fans have voiced their disdain for the idea, calling it gross, incredibly disrespectful, and fucking weird.
Yeah,
Guys, this is
yeah.
this is awful. This is horrible. This is I'm gonna say my stuff, and then I'm gonna take it over to Paul because Paul's got way stronger feelings about this. But as a fan of Stan Lee, this pisses me off because what are we doing? And here's the big one. AI AI is for one not 100% fixed. I want you
No.
guys to look at for any of you guys that play Fortnite. Look what happened with Darth Vader. Within an hour people were making Darth Vader say racial slurs, saying the most sexist things, saying just heinous stuff, awful things. And we're gonna do that to Stan Lee. We're gonna defame this man right here. Now, ultimately, the people that know about Stan Lee are gonna be like, "This wasn't Stan Lee, and this is, this isn't Stan Lee, and this isn't gonna hurt my image of Stan Lee." But what it does is it pisses people off, and I promise you, yes, they're gonna make money off of this. I don't think they're gonna make much though. People are probably going to
Uh,
boycott it
well,
at the Comic Con, dude.
probably. And if I was going to LA Comic Con, I definitely would. But
I don't
like,
know if I'd even go to LA Comic Con knowing that this is there. Like,
yeah,
this it's upsetting. Like,
it's
it's
very upsetting. I'm
upsetting.
I'm sitting over here like I feel like a freaking tea kettle about to blow my top because, like Jacob said, Stanley's a very very important man to me, and like I already feel myself like tearing up because of just how important he is to me. So, real quick backstory: I had the opportunity to meet Stanley back in 2014. I went to an Austin Comic Con. Here's a picture. That's younger me. That's my dad over on the left hand side, and there is Stanley. So I was super lucky to meet Stanley before he passed, and it was honestly one of the greatest moments of my life. Like it was so quick. It was very quick. I got to meet him. I got to shake his hand. I got to take a picture with him, and they were moving people, quick, 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 because there's so many people that want to take pictures with him. But I also was able to get a comic book signed by him. I went to a signing table for him, and I got a Secret Wars issue number 1 from 1984 signed by him, and I got to have just a tiny little chat, like just a couple of minutes, and it was amazing. I mean, because he is extremely influential to my life, and some of you might make fun of me and whatever, because he is just a guy who makes comic books. But not only is he a guy who makes comic books, he's created characters and stories that have impacted me since I was a child. And I wouldn't be the person I am today without those childhood experiences, and those childhood experiences would not exist if not for Stanley. And I think that this AI thing, it's 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 upsetting. It is very upsetting. And I understand they're creating this AI thing because they want people who did not have the opportunity to meet him since he passed in 2018 to get the opportunity to meet him. I understand that aspect of it. And I kind of somewhat sort of respect it for the people who wanted to meet him and didn't get the opportunity. But this is not the way to do it. This is because like Jacob said, AI could be fixed, or it has not been fixed, but AI could be led down a dark path where you can have Stan Lee saying some absolutely outrageous things, and it would besmirch his memory. And I don't want that for him. He is one of the greatest people to ever exist. He is a godfather to an entire community of people. And I don't know, it's just like I'm wearing this shirt right here. This is Marvel Secret Wars number 8, and I have the actual comic. This is a Secret Wars number 8 sealed comic that I got after I got that first comic signed by Stan Lee in 2014, cuz I'm like, this is the next comic I need to get signed by him. So the next time I get to see him, the next Comic-Con I get to go to, he's going to sign this comic. And then he passed away. So I never got that opportunity. But this comic, I'm not going to have it signed. I'm not going to have it touched in any way, shape, or form because it was meant for Stan Lee and it's going to stay the way it is for Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Like,
I can already feel myself
no,
tearing
you're
up.
good, dude. Like, he's a very influential character. Like, guys, look at our sets. Like, Paul's Spider-Man in the back would not be there. Paul's curtain would not be there. My Doctor Doom, my Green Goblin, my Galactus, like, he half of the things in our sets and stuff that we have off camera is because of him. Guys, the movie that inspired me to do all of this, that made me love comics and love movies, is Avengers: Infinity War, and, over half of the characters in that movie were his characters.
Mhm.
You know, for Paul, it's Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Without Stan Lee, that movie never gets made. And guys, I promise you this too. Without Stan Lee, me and Paul probably are not sitting here having these conversations.
No,
Me and Paul
100%.
probably do not grow the friendship that we grow because ultimately what sparked me and Paul's friendship, we had a conversation that turned into hours, and then we became friends from there. Like, and then
Yeah.
they kept going and going and going, and we are now here. Like, and a majority of those conversations are because of superheroes, and a bunch of those superheroes were him. And it's just it is very upsetting when
Yeah. I
you
mean,
have people.
Stan Lee is my superhero.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yeah, they're just trying to
like
get a
I
quick buck.
that's what it is. It's just that's probably the worst part about it is, hey, snatch some money. Hey, you chumps want to go talk to a chat GPT version of Stan Lee? Give me 20 bucks and you can sit in a booth and talk to Stan Lee's hologram for 3 minutes. That's that's awful. That's awful that's what the memory of this man has been reduced down to. You want to go talk to him for 3 minutes? Give me 20 bucks. I think that is just it's awful. It
It's
just
just
I can't even think of any words.
yeah, and honestly, it's just rude to even do it to not just Stan Lee, anybody that's dead. Like, it's just rude.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a stain on the person that's died. It could be Stanley. It could be George Washington. It could be your uncle that passed away 5 years ago. It could be, for me, like, my mom. Like, that is upsetting no matter what. Like, what what is you doing this accomplish besides you trying to make money? You don't
Yeah.
get anything off of this. Like, there's nothing. You just get a quick
No,
buck,
absolutely.
and
And
that's stupid.
what you want to think about something. So, obviously Stan Lee has been doing cameos for Marvel movies for forever.
Yeah.
Like literally all the way to the first like couple of Incredible Hulk movies. The
Yeah.
Incredible Hulk with Lou
Mhm.
Ferrigno. He was a cameo in those movies and in that TV show
He's
way
been a
back in the
cameo in
70s.
a couple of DC movies as well,
Yeah,
even
a
though he
couple of
didn't
those.
even though he
Well,
didn't
cuz
create them, he still was.
because his prestige goes beyond just Marvel Comics.
Yeah,
He
and a
is
bunch of his friends were the ones that created the DC characters. Like,
Oh, yeah,
even
him and
though
Jack
Marvel
Kirby, those
yeah,
were best buddies.
even though Marvel and DC are, I guess, enemies or whatever, like,
Mm,
a bunch of the cr
rivals.
yeah, rivals, a bunch of the creators that made your famous DC characters made a couple Marvel characters and vice versa, and they were all within the same space of friends. And so
Yeah, they were all friends with Stan, they all respected him, and if you look at Marvel movies now, after he has passed, I guarantee you they probably coulda made a AI hologram of Stan Lee and put him in the movie just for
or
a quick second,
a deep fake
or
of
a
the
deep
face.
fake. Yeah, 100%. I bet you they coulda done it, but they haven't because they know the fans would not appreciate it. The fans would be like, "What are you doing?"
Well, and
Like,
also where they left him off, it
in,
in Endgame.
Endgame? Oh,
It's
well,
unfortunate.
there's 2. There's
Yeah,
2, cameos that he did right before he passed. There's the Endgame one, which is awesome. Just that's Stan,
yeah,
100%. That's Stan. Like, he was very, anti-war. He was in World War II, but he wasn't, on the front lines. He was a broadcast person.
yeah,
But, like, he was very anti-war whenever the Vietnam War was going on, but the other, cameo that he had was in Into the Spider-Verse. That movie came out right after he died,
yeah,
and in that movie, he's given Miles the suit, and Miles is like, "Hey, what if the suit doesn't fit?" And then Stan Lee says to him, "It always fits, eventually."
yeah.
And then, like, at the very end, they had a picture of his glasses with one of his quotes, which I'm fairly certain is, "The person who does good simply because it is the right thing to do is without a doubt a superhero." And that's one of my favorite quotes by him.
Yeah, and then you also had him he was tributed in Insomniac as well for
Mhm.
Spider-Man 2.
They
Like,
put a statue of him in there.
you just don't Marvel has handled his death very well, and they've left him off in a great place, especially with, like, I don't wanna say that it was perfect that he died, but the way when he passed, he had passed in a good spot, especially when it came to MCU, because he passed Endgame ended that big saga, and
Mhm.
that was his last thing, and I think that was perfect for that to be his last cameo. That was perfect.
Yes.
Like, and I just like we've said, guys, this whole thing is very upsetting, and me and Paul could go on for hours about how upsetting this is because that's how much
Probably.
we care about this. But anyways, guys, what do you guys think about it? Are you guys, how upset are you guys? Like, as you guys can see, me and Paul are pretty pissed. Are you guys going to LA Comic Con? Are you guys not? Do you guys even, what do you guys think about this? Let us know in the comments below. Want more? Check us out on YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, or even the link down below for the full podcast.
Leave us a comment if you guys have any thoughts, questions, or ideas. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more videos and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.